Hey, guess you're here after watching this video, but if not, go watch it now because I'm gonna break it down right here. This is not exactly a tutorial, but just a showcase of my pipeline and workflow throughout the process of making it. So I started in December. I wanted to make this simple brimstone ultimate animation in Blender for a 5-second video to post on Instagram or Twitter. After that was done, I wanted to make it for all the agents. So I started compiling them in a scene with different positions and camera movements. I had a hard time finding music for what I was going to do. Then they announced Yoru, and I knew exactly what music I was going to use. After playing some games with Yoru, I also decided that the theme would revolve around this orb and style. The agent positions were blocked with cylinders and camera movement mapped according to the song. Then, I took multiple assets from the game files, including agents, their animations, their props, and prop animations. Everything else was made in Blender, and that's what took the most time. I'm going to make a separate detailed video on how I made the characters' ultimate abilities in Blender. Initially, I wanted to add a toon style to these like they do in the trailers, but ended up using this glowy outline shader by Ducky 3D just because it looked cool. League of Legends fans can tell that the scene and the camera movement is inspired from this KDA Popstars video. I couldn't think of something better to fit every agent and their abilities in one video. My potato laptop couldn't handle all the agents in one Blender file, so I made copies of the main file with all the blocking, camera movement, and other stuff that needed to be carried for continuation. Once I thought all the animations were done, I rendered all the files in low quality to compile and play it in real time. It was really bad. I had to make a ton of corrections for timing and some design. Once it was all fixed, I rendered all the files as lossless PNG sequences to avoid that beautiful YouTube compression, if you know what I mean. I compiled it all one last time and did some basic color correction in Premiere Pro, added grain and some camera shakes, fixed the audio levels, and added some sound effects. The whole point of making this video was experimental. I'm still diving into the depths of Blender and I wanted to see how far I can go with my current skills and the game files. I aim to make better content in the long run for games like Valorant and Fortnite as I learn to animate the characters on my own instead of using in-game animations. Simultaneously, I want to make educational content for artists who wish to combine these games with editing and design softwares in a creative and unique way. If you wish to support me on that journey, consider following me on my socials to stay updated with my posts. Especially on Twitter, I have no idea how to grow on that platform. Also, consider supporting me on Patreon, which is also very fresh, so I can spend more time on making unique content like this instead of working on small commissions to pay bills. If you want to explore and play around with the blend files of this project, they are available on Gumroad for $15 and to my tier 2 patrons. If some of you remember my gaming handle, I'm that guy who posted how I play video games with one hand. In those comments, I had also posted a link to my fundraiser that would help me buy a bionic arm. But unfortunately, I couldn't post any updates on those social media because it wasn't related to gaming. But that fundraiser was successful and I got a bionic arm. Um, it's functional, so I can just slide in my arm there, turn on this little button, and I can do an open and close movement.